Hey guys, this is Alfred back with another video. Today I want to talk about 5 really good Yoimiya teams that you can run right now. So before we start this video, a lot of Yoimiya teams are actually really flexible. So feel free to experiment with yourself and also try out different characters for the team. You never know what works best for you. And with that said, let's begin with this video. So the first team I want to talk about is a very popular team. It's the Yoimiya Vaporise team. So this team is really easy to build. You would just need Yoimiya, Bennett, and Xingqiu as the core pieces, and the 4th character in the team can be pretty much anyone. You can put Zhongli for a shield, you can put Yunjin for auto attack buff, you can put any Anemo character for swirl, and it will still work. As you can see, there's so many variations for the Yoimiya Vaporize. That is why I will be doing another video giving a more in-depth guide and a more comprehensive guide on the Yoimiya Vaporize team, so please stay tuned for that. The second team will be Yoimiya Melt. So this one is not as popular as the Vaporize version because at the moment there isn't really good cryo supports to support Yoimiya, the best one being Ganyu, but you can definitely use Rosaria to substitute her as well. So in generally speaking, the build for Yoimiya Melt will be Ganyu, Yoimiya, you're going to be using Diona for a free shield as well as more consistent melt for Yoimiya, and finally the 4th slot, I highly recommend using an Anemo character. So with Kazuha being out, I definitely recommend Kazuha because it can further increase Yoimiya damage. However, if you don't have Kazuha, you can use Sucrose, the more free-to-play option, or you can use Venti as well. So just remember, Melt actually does more damage than Vaporize, so keep that in the back of your mind when deciding which team you want to build. The 3rd team I want to talk about is Geo Yoimiya. So this team is also really underrated but insanely strong. So the build for this team is Yoimiya, Xingqiu, Yunjin, and Zhongli. So this is probably the only team in today's video that is fixed and probably very hard to swap around. The only thing you can probably change is Xingqiu with Yalan, but in my opinion Xingqiu is pretty much really good because you can self-sustain. So how this team works, instead of using the Pyro Resonance with Bennett, you're going to be using the Geo Resonance with Yunjin and Zhongli, and in my opinion the buffs they give you can be almost better than Bennett's general attack buff. You have Yunjin buffing your normal attacks, so her Constellation 2 and 6 can further buff it, but even Constellation 0, her burst already buffs your normal attacks, and Zhongli also buffs your normal attacks and increases your damage in general. And with the shield they provide, that means you don't even have to dodge most of the attacks the monsters hit you with. So definitely if you have Yunjin, Zhongli, you should definitely try this Geo Yoimiya team. So for the 4th team I want to talk about is the Yoimiya Fireworks team. This team utilizes a lot of reactions. So the 2 core pieces are going to be Yoimiya Beidou. This is to make sure you can AoE with Yoimiya as well as abuse overload. And because I'm running Beidou, I like to run a electro battery for Beidou herself. So this most of the time is Fischl. You can go Raiden Shogun if you want, but Fischl also honestly does the job good enough. And the 3rd character, in my opinion, I don't really like Bennett because you already have the Beidou shield. So I would run either Yelan or Xingqiu, and this will round out the comp really well. You not only vaporize with Yoimiya Xingqiu, you can also overload with Beidou and Yoimiya, and on top of that you can also electro charge with Beidou and Xingqiu. So there is a lot of reactions going here. So this team is, if you like teams that do very little damage but a lot of little damage, this is the team for you. And honestly, this team is really underrated as well because this team can take out multiple hordes of enemies within seconds, which is very insane. Unlike the other teams which are more single target based, this team is one of the better AoE teams for Yoimiya. And finally, the last team I want to talk about is a dual carry team. This team is really niche because you utilize Ayato in the team instead of Xingqiu or Yelan. So you have 2 main carries in this team. So the core piece, like I said, is Yoimiya and Ayato, and after that the next 2 characters can be a lot of things. You can put Bennett Xingqiu, you can put Yelan Kazuha, you can put Yunjin Zhongli. So there are so many variations for the dual carry team that you can explore. So definitely if you have Ayato and you have Yoimiya, you should definitely try this dual carry team. So essentially how it works is you're going to be taking turns to use your normal attacks when the other person use their burst. So for example, what I like to do is I like to put my 2 shields up first, And then I'm going to be using my Ayato burst, followed by using my Yoimiya E in the burst. Once your Yoimiya E runs out, you can use your burst to apply the effect on the enemies. And if you watch my 20 reasons to roll for Yoimiya video, you would know that her burst actually buffs your team and also increase damage dealt to opponents. So with that, you'll be using your Ayato's E while her burst is active. And if you repeat the cycle really well, you can actually keep rotating this way. So this is really good, but in my opinion really niche because you need good rotation. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you do like videos like this where I explain 5 really good teams for a character, do leave a thumbs up. It shows that I should do more. So like I said with the Yoimiya Vaporize, I will be doing a team for that, a more in-depth and comprehensive guide. So why not subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss that video if you're watching this. And also do leave a comment down below what videos I should do more in the future, whether it's Spiral Biz or more team videos like this. And with that, I will be seeing you guys next time. Peace.